What's going on? This is LDA. I'm actually going live. I'm trying out this new Streamlab and see how it goes. And we are live right now. So once I figure it out, but this is the time to ask me some questions, and I'm going to go from there. So let's see what happens is if it actually goes through, and we can see. And I'm gonna start using this instead of using the other device. Let's see what happens. I gotta see if it shows up on my channel. But this is Lawrence D. Adams. I'm only gonna be here for a few minutes, but you can ask me questions. I think a lot of people are surprised that I will even go this early, but I am. I'm actually checking now, checking my channel to see what happens. But what's interesting is this. Most people don't realize there it is. There it is. There it is. Most people don't realize how powerful it is. How powerful it is to ask the right questions and you can get the right results. And I think a lot of times people do not ask the right questions, so they don't get the right results. So in the chat room, on live nowhere. What's going on? Good. It's a good time to ask questions, Dante. I don't normally go live this time. I just left the gym, and somebody challenged me to say, hey, why don't you go live? And so I want to see what happens when I go live and try this new format. So any questions you have, it's the perfect time to ask LDA. Dude, I got almost years of experience, been doing this for years, been talking to thousands of people, men and women. So this is the perfect time to ask questions. So I'm actually trying this new StreamYard. It's not StreamYard, this is Streamlab, to see how it goes. I gotta see how it looks on my site. Then I'll start working on this. But, oh, okay, it's pretty cool. So yeah, just testing it out right quick. This is almost like a test run. And it's taking a minute for it to upload live. So yeah, this is Lawrence D. Adams. So this is the perfect time to ask questions. So I'm actually trying this new StreamYard. Okay, it actually does. It does look good. So yeah, I'm just testing it out right now. See how it goes. So this is the interesting part is I'm testing it out to see how it goes, but you can ask LDA. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to probably delete this. What's going on? This is Lawrence. Yeah, this is a perfect time. In the chat, you can ask me questions. Actually, I'm actually live. I'm testing out my new thing. What's going on? Respect. What's going on? Joe Blast. What's going on? What's going on? Yup. So I'm going on right before. So right after this, go to Alpha's testing out my new service to see how it looks, and I'm going to start building it out and everything like that. So it gives a better, fresh look. But yo, so this is the perfect time to ask me a question. You have any questions? It's the perfect time to ask me some questions right before I go make my breakfast. I actually just got in. That's why I have these workout clothes on. I just got back in from working out, and you can see that on Instagram that I just got back from working out. Did my elliptical, did a little weight thing. But I will say this. A lot of times what stops people is that they don't ask the right questions, so they don't get the right results. And the reason they're not getting the right results is because they're not asking the right questions. So I think it's important that you ask the right questions when you are like you see, I'm moving this around, when you are when you're in front of somebody, because the right questions will give you the right answers. So just testing this out. So this is a test 1, 2, 3 to see how this is going. So somebody's messaging me. It's crazy. But yeah. Wow, it's a good question. So what are your thoughts on getting out of the effeminate frame? Keep the knowledge coming. Blessings. Good. Let me say this. So one of my thoughts are getting out of the feminine frame. So what are the good question. So my thoughts of getting out of the effeminate frame is, first you got to accept that you may be in an effeminate frame. The next thing to think of is you need to be around and digest masculine content. So one of the things I would suggest is begin to look at movies with a lot of action, where the men are being men. That's one of the key things. Next thing, you need to be around people who are in their masculine frame. Because as you know, this culture has so effeminized everything around us that we're missing out on being men. You got to be sensitive. You can't say what you want, or you can't that. No. The best thing you can do is, first of all, admit that, okay, I may have an effeminate frame. The second thing is you need to watch some masculine movies. And the movies, I got to say, I almost want to say prior to the 19 in the early 90s and the 80s, Rambo, stuff like that. You need to watch movies like that. These shows and TV shows have gradually been effeminized by the feminist culture. So you definitely want to do that. Definitely, you need to read books about men taking over and running things. So one of the things you need to do is to get out of that frame. And the second thing is you need to be around men who are about content that actually gets you into masculinity. What's going on, Trav? Hey, I'm trying this new Streamlabs, so I'm trying something completely different. So I wanted to see how it flowed. So I don't know how to bring people on, so I'm learning as I'm doing it now. And I'm not going to go on long because I know Alfie has a show at 10 o'clock. So what we're doing is tag teaming you right quick. But yeah, to get into that, you need to get in that masculine flame. You need to be around men who are talking. And then one other thing, we were just talking about this morning. You need to get into the weight room. You don't get in the weight room for the woman. Anything you do, you must do it. Make sure you're doing it for you, and you're not doing it for the woman. You're doing it for you. So what I will say is get into the weight room, so you can get into that masculine frame. The next thing you need to do is you need to get into be around some men who are talking some real stuff, not no catty stuff, talking some crazy stuff, but really men who are really into their masculinity. Do you, bro? I feel you, man. You know, I just hit the weight room. You know how it is. But I wanted to try this new way out. And once I get it down, it's over. I'm going to master it. So definitely. But yeah, man, get into that frame, dude. You got to do that. Some people sending me stuff. Okay. So yeah. So. Definitely, that's a good question. Joe Blast, getting out of the effeminate frame. Realize you need to get into your masculine frame. I'm telling you, it's the best thing ever. So yeah. People sending me stuff about what I'm posting. So yeah, so this is Lawrence D. Adams. So yeah, I'm just trying this out. I want to try to see how it looks. And I think it might be lagging some. So once I get it down, we'll figure it out, and I'm gonna master it, because that's what men do. And then the other thing to get into a masculine flame, find something that you need to master. First of all, you need to master yourself. Then along with mastering yourself, you need to begin to master things around you. See, that's the thing. Men grow through challenges, not through comfort. Men grow through comfort. See, I think no problem, Joe. So a lot of times men want to be comfortable and laid back and just chill. No, men grow through challenges. So you have to challenge yourself. Like, this is a challenge, new system that I normally don't use. I got to figure it out. If I don't figure it out, guess what? No one's going to show me how to do it. So I got to figure it out. So yeah, men grow through challenges. They do not grow through comfort. So to get into your masculine frame, you must begin to grow through challenges. You must challenge yourself. Take a different way home. I know it sounds simple, Do something to challenge you, to challenge your mind. Read. If I can't say anything, men need to read. You need to challenge yourself in that way to get out of that feminine frame. Everything is rosy and everything is just, hunky-dory. No, that's not life. Life will come, and like I tell my sons this all the time. No one's going to do it for you but you. Yo, what's up, ATL in the building? Yo, what's up? What's going on? Yo, man, I'm telling you, ATL in the building. Yo, I used to live in Roswell. I used to live in College Park. Most people don't know that. So yeah. So what's going on? But yeah, man, you gotta challenge. Men grow through challenges. They do not grow through comfort, and that's the reason why our country is in the way it is right now, is because too many men have become comfortable. When there's men, is when we are in a place when things are not comfortable, when we begin to grow and begin to actually push forward and make things happen. So we got a little bit too easy. Yeah, we got the internet, we got access to everything, but what happens is it's making us a little lazy. Even in the game, even when we're talking with women, I can do it, just swipe left or right, or I can just do that, because then your muscle to talk to women, guess what? Northside, Sandy Springs. Hey, I know what's up with Sandy Springs. So what happened is your ability to talk to women has become weakened. So I'm telling you right now, the biggest thing that you can do is challenge yourself. Like today, I challenged myself to get out in the gym, get the work in, and then leave. Come here, set up my lights. One light is not working, but guess what? Doggone it, I'm going to do this because I was challenged to do it. We grow through challenges. We do not grow through comfort. It is when I was at my lowest point that I had to stay in a boarding house that I challenged myself. Got some money some kind of way, bought a car, crashed the car. Decided, like, you know what? I'm going to get a brand new car. I don't have no money. Went out there on an Uber, ended up getting a car. I challenged myself. Once I got tired of the place I was living at, I seen some Mickey Mouses, if you know what I mean. I said, you know what? It's time to bounce. Then what I did was I walked past his apartment like, I'm going to move into that apartment. I have no clue how I was going to do it, but I challenged myself. I stuck and put my head nose to the grind and made it happen. Men grow through challenges. They do not grow through comfort. Right. You got to set goals. You got to set goals. So that's the biggest thing. You gotta challenge yourself. This COVID and this whole reset that's going on is going to challenge men. Either you're going to be in the industrial age and be left behind, or you're going to pivot and make a change and go to the next level. That's just the truth of the matter. You're going to pivot and go to the next level. Everything's going to change. There's no more brick and mortar. It's now like my mentor would say, it's no more brick and mortar, it's click and order. So everything must change. Everything must change. How you do things. I was in Whole Foods yesterday, get my little vitamins and things like that I take to maintain who I am. So what I had to do was, I realized, seeing all these people shopping, what is all these doing people in Whole Foods shopping? Then I realized the people in their shopping were people who actually work there, because they are fulfilling orders for people who did click and order. Click and order. So they're getting items for people to pick up that they're paid for. Things have changed. If you're not willing to change with what's going on, you will be left behind. How we do business is forever change. I'm telling you. You better listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm telling you. Yeah, rats in the upper and come out. Build up right. Yeah. You got to realize that there's no more brick and mortar. It's click and order. You got to realize that we have changed. How we do dating, how we do talking to women, everything has changed. This COVID-19 is just a reset to get us to where we need to be at. Either you pivot or you be left behind. That's just straight up. You need to get your money together. What's going on? What's going on, chat? What's going on, Tim? What's going on? Together, or you will be left behind. Plain and simple. That's just the real rub to this. I'm telling you, from straight up to man, get it together. Man, I wish my other light was working. Man, my other light, but I'm telling you how it is. So, anyone else have any more questions? Because somebody asked questions about getting out of that film. Answer that. So, you have any more questions? I'm probably going to start doing this every day. Once I set a time, it's going to be probably 9:30 to 10. Boom. But yeah, I want you to realize something. If you do not make this change and what we're going in now, you will be stuck in the industrial age. Industrial age. You will be stuck in the industrial age because you're not able to read the tea leaves or read what's going on. Things have changed. We are definitely we're no longer in the digital age. We are in the space age. What's going on? What's going on? We are no longer in the industrial age. We are in not in the digital age. We are in the space age. And until you realize that we are in the space age, you will be left behind. You have any questions right quick? Yeah, the old world is gone. One world money, no more big groups, vaccination, poisoning. We must be ready to thrive. Right. You think about it. Any culture that's going to thrive in this upcoming time, anytime there's a global shift, let me say it like this. Anytime there's a global shift, some people are going to make it and some people will not. The reason why some people will not make it is because of their mindset. The other reason why some people will not make it because they're too attached to the past. Do I take? It's a good question. I'll answer that. They're too attached to the past. So the supplements that I take. So I thing with this, man. So okay, there you go. So the supplements that I do take, I take zinc, calcium, and magnesium. So I take, it's a pill that has all three. Then I make sure I get my vitamin D. Vitamin D is vital because I'm up in the north and the sun is not out. You need vitamin D. Then I make sure I take B complex. Why do I take B complex? There's a lot of stuff we lack, and I take B complex. The other thing I make sure I take is like my fish oils. So I take that. So I take vitamin D and a B complex. So my vitamin D and my B complex are liquid. All I do is shoot it in my drink, or I shoot it in my mouth, or whatever the case may be. The other things are pill. Good question. And how do I become one less attached? I battle with that. Okay, I will answer that. So that's some of the things I take. I actually take. The other thing I take, palmetto. Got to keep that prostate tight. You know what I'm saying? So I take saw palmetto. The other thing I take just to keep it going, and that is Tongkat Ali. Tongkat Ali. And Maca. M-A-C-A. That stuff works like wonders. I'm telling you, you gotta take care of your body and what you eat. And also I do take a lot of times you gotta realize, I just seen this on somebody else's live, good healthy guts affects your brain. So if your guts don't have healthy bacteria in there, it's not good. It is going to be your gut that actually fights off any infection or anything like that. So you got to make sure you have good healthy bacteria that you're taking in. So I have some drinks that I take, probiotics that I take, and I do that. So I battle with that. Let me tell you, when you attach to things, okay, we'll get that one. So let me get this. How do I become less attached? You realize when you attach to something, it leads to suffering. Let me say it that way. When you are attached to something, it leads to what? Suffering. So how do you become? Yeah, Michael Powder's the truth, man. So, when you attach to something, it leads to suffering. So when you do, how do you become less attached? Is when you realize your reason why you're attached to something because there's an emotional attachment to it. So what you have to do is you have to let it go. So you realize that you're attached to something, that you can't live without it. You got to let it go. How do you let it go? Because you realize to hold on to it, it's like holding on to a knife and it's cutting you. And the more you hold on to it, the deeper it cuts you. So you have to learn to let things go. So what I do personally is I surrender things. I say I surrender, I let it go. And then I go through that process mentally of seeing myself not being attached to so many things. Because I realize when you attach to something, that means you have a scarcity mindset. You have a what? A scarcity mindset because you don't believe that you can get something better or that there's more. So if you constantly hold it on to this, if you can see this, you don't believe that you can get this because you're so attached to this. You have your hands when you attach. But what you got to do is you got to open up your hands and realize in order to experience abundance, you got to open your hands. And you anything. Let's answer the next question. 2 single mothers are willing to be my sister wives. I don't know. Still want women with no kids. What do you think, bro? That's a good question. So 2 sister wives. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna tell you. First thing you need to do. You have to vet those women. How good it looks, how pretty it looks. You have to vet the women. You have to what? Vet those are potentially talking about wanting to be your sister wife. Just because they say it doesn't mean it's a good fit. Second of all, and they got children, so now you're going to become I don't know if you have kids or not. Now you're going to going to be a child. You're going to be somebody's potential stepfather, whatever the case may be. You need to weigh the cost before you be the boss in that situation. It says, and I got to find the scripture, but it says in Proverbs, you always weigh the cost before you do something. And I'm not saying it correctly, but you need to weigh the cost before you enter in something like that. And if you know that you want to deal with women with no children, that will be the best. The great timer and the bell's ringing, right? So, what's going on, Charlie? So you got to weigh the cost before you do that. If you know you only want single women with no kids, why would you compromise yourself and choose 2 women who have kids if that's not what you want? What you're going to do is you're going to become disgruntled because one of those kids is going to feel some kind of way, and you're going to be like, you know what? I shouldn't even gotten that. So you need to weigh the cost in order to be the boss, man. I will suggest you really calculate. If that's not what you want, do not do it. Keep them on it and vet them. What I mean by vet them, when they vet someone to be a Supreme Court judge, what they do is they take them through a series of questions to see if this person is qualified to be in that position to be a Supreme Court justice. The same thing you must do for the women that you're saying that you want. They say they want to be sister wife. You need to think of every scenario. What happens if we get in a disagreement? What happens if somebody leaves the toilet seat up? What happens when somebody's kids get into a fight? Can I discipline the kids? You need to cover all the bases before you enter into that situation. Anybody else got any questions? Because we got 10 minutes, and then I'm jumping off because I'm just test running this, but I'm seeing it's doing pretty good. Any more questions? I hope that answers your question. Okay, can you explain how one dominates their own mind? Realize this. I always start with this: it's acceptance. You must accept that maybe you're not dominating your mind. But let me answer that question. In these quick 10 minutes, you dominate your own. That you have the power to control your thoughts. You have the power to control your own thoughts. You have the power to control your own thoughts. What do I mean is when a thought come in, you don't wrestle. Anything that you resist persists. So if you wrestling against a thought, it's going to persist. What you do is you bring the thought comes up, you say, I see you, but I'm not going to entertain you. And you go to the next. So what you have to do is you have to build up your muscles, and you got to build up your mental muscles in order to what? Handle thoughts. That's how you begin, the first step, how you get dominance over your mind. Then the next thing you do is you begin to tell yourself how you will think. What do you mean, LDA? That means you begin to say, this is how I'm going to think. So you take a thought and you take that thought and you think it all day. Okay, let's take a thought we can take all day. I am happy. I am so happy today. So no matter what goes on, what you face on the outer world, you're going to take the thought that I am happy, going to be happy today. I'm going to be happy today. Well, this is going on. The cat ran over the dog, and the mouse jumped over the moon, and whatever the case may be. You decided today that no matter what, you're going to be happy. So what you do is when situations come up, I'm happy. I'm happy. You automatically take charge of your thought and you bring it to. That's how you begin to dominate your thought. So we only got 7 minutes, and I'm jumping off. I hope you got any more questions in there. Hope you got any more questions. Hope that answered your question right there. How can you dominate your own thoughts? You dominate your own thoughts by realizing that you have the power to control your thoughts, but also you put the thought that you want to think today. Like today, I think in a certain thought all day. Hence, which we call meditation or mulling over. So meditation ain't always no. That's not meditation is when you mule over. Good question. Big nephew visual. What made you want to help people? You know what made me want to help people? That's a good question in this 7 minutes. What made me want to help people is because someone actually took time to help me. So I want to exchange and help someone else. So man, everybody want to call me this morning. So what I did was I said, you know what? How can I take what I've learned, my experiences, what I thought, what I went through, and how can I go out and make someone else's life better? Because I realized life is not a one-way street. It's always two. And it's always a cycle. When you give, it's given back to you. So it's always a complete circle going back. So what a lot of people don't do is they never complete the circle. That's why they never grow. So I wanted to help people because I wanted to give what I knew, what I went through, my experiences, my failures, the things I did not succeed in. And I said, let me help someone else walk so they don't go through the same thing that I went through. So what I did was I said, let me give. That's what made me, because I'm a giver. But I realized when I gave, it came back to me. I began to open up to more knowledge. That is the reason why a lot of people do not grow, because they refuse to give to someone else. So I hope that any more questions in these 5 minutes. Any more questions? I hope that answers your questions. What made me want to help other people? I really want to see people. I really, at the core, want to see people make it and prosper. I do not like to see someone that I know the answer and I can help them and I don't help them. But on the flip side, I ain't gonna be helping you all the time and you ain't doing your part. So I do have a tolerance. If I'm giving you this information, you doggone better do something with it. If not, hey, I'm gonna cut it off. And I'm good at cutting off, and I'm good at disannoying a person if I'm helping you. Can you speak a little bit more on the new age? So I'm gonna speak on for 4 minutes. So on the new age that's coming up, and we're like I said, we're coming out of the industrial. The industrial age was when we came in, when Henry Ford Okay, so the industrial age, when we got out of Henry Ford and we got into more, factories and things like that. It shorted as the years went by. The factories began to decline. So as the 2000s begin to hit, we begin to see we seen the birth of the internet in the 90s and in the 2000s. So what happened is everything is taking a swift turn. So now, because C is more AI, we're going to see more people to more service-based businesses are going to be really at the forefront. So that's so if you're not keen on using the internet, I don't care what age it is, guess what's going to happen? You will be left behind. If you don't know how to use this phone, I think I got an updated phone, but you don't know how to use this phone and how to click and order, you will be left behind. You can get a date, swipe and click. If you don't know how to use this, you will be left behind. I don't care what age it is. The problem is no one's going to tell you. Let me get to the next one. When you help others, we are helping ourselves become, because we are one. Is correct. How do you stay able to think for? How do you stay able to think for yourself and not just follow? Okay, so what you have to do is, I've taken a whole bunch of information. So I'll give you an example. I studied Democrats and Republicans. What's going on? Shout out. So I studied Democrats and Republicans. So what I learned to do is take, not either side, but learn to see the truth in the middle. The other thing, so have I traveled outside the country? Yes, I traveled outside the country. I've been outside of the country and I want to travel some more. So I do have my passport. For all y'all who don't have your passport, let me say something. Who asked me that? Dante, about this new age. You need to get your passport. Whatever you need to do in this age coming up, get your passport right now. Get your passport. I'm telling you, like nothing else, get your passport right now. You need to get your passport because you're going to need it. Whatever you need to do. They already changed the license. And I'm in Ohio. They already changed the license, so you got to get a special license to even get on the airplane. Get your passport. Whatever you need to do, get your passport. Let me ask you a question. How are you able to stay able to think for yourself and not follow everything somebody else said? I'm able to do that and not become a follower because I take in information. How does this fit for me and what I'm doing? How does this fit? What's going on, Alfie? Hey, we about to get over to yours and I'm coming over to yours. So y'all can follow over to Alfie because he started in 1 minute. 1 minute. So I'm gonna answer this question. Then we're jumping out and we're jumping over to Alfie Kingdom's podcast. So how do I'm able to not be a follower? I know what I want. I'm gonna tell you something. Even in Vegas, I was with my bros, Alfie, Trav, Nelly. Who else was there? Red Pier Chauvinist. No matter what, we were all the group. I'm still going to do my thing. I left. I'm going to do my own thing because I think for my own self. It was no slight to my brothers, but I realized when I want to, I am gone. Yo, if you enjoyed this, leave something in the comment every day because it feels good to ask people to ask questions and I can give so much. Jump over to Alfie Kingdoms because he's about to go live in a few minutes. If you like the setup, leave a comment leave something in the comments under this video because it's going to render once I click in. Leave something in the comments and we're going to jump over to Alfie Kingdom. I'm going to start it at 9 o'clock tomorrow because I don't like starting at 9:30. That's an odd time. Oh, he's starting at 8 today. 8 your time. What's your time, Alfie? 8 your time is what my time? So definitely. So I want to thank everybody for coming over. This is just one of the first. I'm actually doing it on a different. I'm not on StreamYard or where everybody do. I'm doing something else. So what I will be doing is I will incorporate, once I figure it out, the Zoom call so you can call in and ask questions. What's up? What's going on? I got to figure out how to get the chat over into the onto the screen. But hey, salute to everybody. If you enjoy this, leave a comment. I want you to before we leave out, I always do this. Put what's the day? What day is this? What day is this? Okay, put a 24 in the comments after the video. So I'm gonna put a 24. Put a 24. Put a 24. And put a 24 in the, that's in a half an hour. Okay. Okay, it's not allowing me to do what I want to do. Let's go back to stream. So, okay, that's half an hour. Okay. So put a 24 in the comments. 24, that's in a half an hour. I was in 1 hour. Okay. Put a 24 in the comments. You have any more questions? I'm gonna give me 2 hot questions, and then we will end this broadcast. 2 hot questions you want to ask LDA. There you go. That's one. Thank you for the 24. 2 hot questions. There you go. Put that 24. 24. When this finished rendering, put a 24 in the comments. But you got to give me 2 hot questions. Power moves, right? Put a 2 hot questions. 2 good questions. And I'm jumping off because I got to eat my breakfast and I got to cook my salmon that I'm going to cook today with some, I love jerk. Ah, 24, yeah. 6, energy, pregnant with opportunity. Yeah, put 24. That's right, 24. Today's the 24th. This is a great opportunity for a lot of people to actually do some things. I don't know what you're going through. I don't actually in there. You guys can hit the Cash App. It is always Lawrence D. Adams. Lawrence D. dollar sign Lawrence D. Adams. You know, Cash App. Hit that Cash App. Drop something because I don't have the super chat up. I'm getting everything is getting together, but definitely got that. People getting that 24. That's what I'm talking about. 24 is power in that 24. So yeah. So 2 hot questions and I'm out. 2 hot questions. Who got 2? I mean 2. What is that? Do you have pandemic pickup? No, I think you said pandemic. No, I don't have pandemic pickup. That sounds good. Other than enjoy the meal. Yeah, breakfast. 2 hot questions. I don't have pandemic pickup. 2 hot questions, and I'm jumping off. But 24 is the magic. Is the magic number today. And I will be going live tonight. Meet me tonight at 11:30. I'm not going to be on there long. Then I can bring in the Zoom call. Once I figure out how to mesh all this together, it is over. 2 hot questions for LDA, and I'm out. You ask something crazy, you know what I'm going to do. I got people with the wrenches in there. Two hot questions and questions. And then once I forgot to do the Zoom call, it is over. Over. Y'all like this early morning with LDA? Let me know in the chat room you like this new early morning, getting this early in the morning. Let me know in the chat room. I think it might have froze, but let me know. Let me see. Got to prepare and travel. So make sure you get your passport, get your IDs, and all that kind of thing. Oh, okay. So we got 2 questions, 2 hot questions. Then I'm stopping after that. People asking me stuff on Facebook and everything like that. So, okay. What's the best marketing tool on the internet? The best marketing, Jess. Let me answer that, Tish. Early morning is good. Y'all like this early morning? So 9 o'clock is going to be my time. Eastern Standard Time. So one of the best early mornings. Good. Everybody like the early morning. Good, good, good. I think we will do it then. So I will say this. One of the best marketing tools that you can use is don't try to recreate the wheel. Great energy, Gordy Morning's good. Don't try to recreate the wheel. What I do, and this is something I do. I am like, when it comes to marketing, I have marketing books that I have. One of the top people I study is Dan Kennedy. The other thing is I study what other people are doing and I see how it fits into what I do. So I study marketing campaigns on Instagram. I study what people do on YouTube and on Facebook. And so I say, let me see what they're doing and how can I incorporate that into what I'm doing? Because most of y'all don't realize I have music. I have a track that's actually on Amazon, Google Play, Apple Play, anywhere you look for music, put Lawrence D. Adams Midnight Lovemaking, you'll find my song. That's out there. But the key is studying how other people are using. See, many times we're looking for the magic pill of the tool to use instead of realizing that there's multiple tools that you have to have in your tool chest that actually works. One of the best tools that you can use is understanding and marketing human psychology. How people click, order, think, why they want certain things. That's the biggest thing. What you gotta understand, marketing is understanding human psychology. If you can understand why people buy, then you can understand click and order. Like right now, someone should have hit my Cash App, which is Lawrence D. Adams, $ Lawrence D. Adams, and hit that. See, right now I'm getting a ding from Barnes & Nobles because they're marketing to me a new book. Study how the big people do it in order for you to do the same. So, okay, gotta prepare travel. Any new advice? So when somebody asked about travel, when you're traveling, make sure all your things together that you're going to travel with. The other thing of it is, make sure, I hope that helped you, Tish. I hope that helped you out. But the other thing when you're traveling is make sure all your plans planned out. You can't plan out everything. Make sure your bookings together, your plane. If you're going to do plane, make sure your hotel arrangements together, any excursions you're going to do, anything else, make sure that's in place. So everybody like the early morning, but I definitely need to go get something to eat. But thanks for the 2 questions. I'm going to see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock. I might do a short show tonight at 11 o'clock. But early morning is really good for me because I can get up and get rolling around and actually talk, and this is a good time to ask questions. There we go. Appreciate that. Appreciate that Cash App. Just came and didn't hit my phone, but it just hit it. Appreciate that. Thank you for the Cash App. It is Lawrence D. App. And I can't type in this, so I got to figure out how to get this to type in. Thank you for the Cash App. Just hit a ring. So definitely study how other people. I go in, I become like a sniper, and I go study how people do things. I pull whatever they're doing apart. Then I do it. Then I go in and apply to what I'm doing. And also I do study my own. So I hope that definitely helps. So I'm glad you guys like this early morning. I think this might be a fit. I like it too because it's actually I have a lot more energy. I'm not rushed. I can get up in and do what I need to do. One more question before we end? Before I end. Once I figure out how to get this Zoom over, it is over. It's over. It's over. One more hot question and I'm going to end because I'm at 10:11. And once I do that, I do have, you can look up on Amazon. You can look up on Apple, Google Play. Salute, Golden Child. What's going on? I still ain't forgot you, man. Those books are definitely, I do have audio books. Let me emphasize that. And I have some books that I'm going to get redone. So I do have audio books. The Power of Believing in Yourself and The Secret Invisible Crown. Those are audio books. Thank you. Somebody just sent something from PayPal. Thank you for that right now. I just seen it just came over. I appreciate that. Nothing but love over here. Appreciate that. Let me see who it was. I'm checking right now because it's uploading and I don't know why I didn't hit my phone, hit my watch. But yes, I do have audiobooks. The Secret Invisible Crown and The Power of Believing in Yourself. And I have another one. What is that one called? That one is called Why everybody done dropped off? Okay, Charles, appreciate that for hitting that. Yo, this is Lawrence D. Adams. Yo, man, I'm about to drop this one and I am out. Uh-oh, you're still here. I thought y'all were gone. The thing said, okay, I thought y'all was gone. Yo, I'm about to hit this. So yeah, definitely have The Secret Invisible Crown. Any thoughts on the Barnum effect as related to psychology? I'll be honestly, I don't know it right off. I don't know exactly what that is, so I'm not going to answer that question, but I will go and look into it, and I will have an answer for you. I'm thinking you're talking about Barnum and Bailey effect, and it relates to psychology, but I do not have an answer for you, so I'm not going to answer, but I will come back with an answer. I don't know why this says only one person viewing. Thank you, Charlie, for the cash app for what you sent over. And I'm about to drop this. I'm going to eat, man. I'm going to eat. I'm hungry. I got to go eat something. Okay, well, question. Okay, what a woman to a woman? Question. What's a woman to a man, and what's a man to a woman? I'm not sure what that question means, so I'm assuming I'll say this. I do have a course. I don't even talk about this course, and I need to, and I up the course. And it's the science of finding you and me. I do have a course, the science of finding you and me. You realize that the woman is the yin and you are the yang. So she needs to be in her feminine. Moving to DR, 10K homes. All right, DR is nice, man. So she's a woman has to be in. What happens is we have people who are out of their energy base. So we have a lot of women. Shout out to Ron Wills on this one, who are Amazon women, and we have shallow men. Shout out to Ron Wills. He's the one coined that. No taking away. I heard him say it. So we have men. So what happens is when we don't have men in their masculine, so the men are not in their masculine, they're not forcing the force of a man being masculine forces a woman to go into her feminine. Do you understand what I'm telling you? So I have a course that I haven't talked about that I really need to update, and it's called Finding You and Me. Once you realize that once you get into your masculine, and begin to move into that masculinity, you're going to start you're going to start coming into what? Feminine women. So what we have is a lot of men who are not in their masculine, and we have a lot of women who are in their masculine. But every woman, I don't care what she says, thank you for that right now. Thank you for that. Just whoever just sent that to PayPal again. We have a lot of women who are in their masculine, but every woman, I don't care what she says, what they try to lie on here, I don't want that, wants to be dominated by a masculine man. Because I got a couple minutes. Every woman, regardless of what she says out of her mouth, wants to be dominated by a masculine man. I don't care what they say. They want to be what? A masculine man. Thanks for that Cash App. I appreciate it. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? Don't let them fool you. The problem is, you think is being. Thank you. I appreciate that. You think that you need to be like her towards the woman. No, your masculinity meets her before she even steps in the room. She bounces against your masculinity and falls into her feminine and don't even know why. That's why, and once again, I'm going to shout out to Rom. Even lesbians, they all, just think about it. Lesbians understand that one got to be masculine and one got to be feminine. One got to be masculine and one got to be feminine. They understand that. So one is, even though she's feminine, even though she's a woman, she has a lot of masculine energy. But they all, I know lesbians who still want the magic stick. Don't let them fool you. It's not so, it is the D, but it's the energy behind the D. So you can't get that with plastic, and you cannot get that with a dildo. She may get her orgasm, but she cannot get the masculine energy that she can get from a masculine man. Women, it's like food. It's like sun to a plant. Is it possible to dominate that kind of masculine woman? If that's what you want to do, you can. I know of somebody who did that. Shout out to him who did it. Yes, it's possible. But when you do it, if that's what you're trying to get at, please understand, by dominating her, by doing that, you're going to force her into her femininity. And sometimes a lot of women are afraid of their femininity. Okay, I can show compassion to a virgin who is very shy and doesn't have contact with any man in her life. She is extremely sensitive and get hurt extremely easy, so I don't want her to. Okay, Eminem, I'm not sure what you're talking about, but okay. So yes, so you got to understand, your masculinity comes from inside out. It meets her when she comes into your space. When she comes into your space, it's not something that you announce. If you have to announce that you're masculine, you're not masculine. If you got to say, I'm the man, you are not the man. That's why you can tell, right? Would that relate to some men being? Yes, it is passive aggressive. Yes, it will relate to that. Yes, it will relate to that. So that's why it's so important that your masculinity comes from within out. It meets her. I got a couple minutes. So what I'm saying is this: the problem with you doing as a man, women are just what? A byproduct. They are remember, you are the sun, she is the moon. She is taking your sun, reflecting it into your earth. Let me say it again. You are the sun, she is the what? Moon. She reflects whatever you give her, and then it goes into your earth. So what's on your earth? If you're not having peace, happiness, and harmony and prosperity in your earth, you need to look at what you're reflecting into your what? Moon. What do you have to get? Okay, we don't have to get. We have to get the passport for only women. It's much more things to do if you miss out. Right? Yeah, you don't have to get. I don't want to say get a passport for women, but I will say this because I'm about to stop. I will say this. You need to get out there and experience life. So many people want to get out the country. You have not even tapped into what's in your own state, even in your own city. Go visit other places. What I do is I go to other places and I go and soak up everything around it, the people, the atmosphere, the food, everything in the United States of America. But I do say get your passport, but you don't get your passport so that you can go to other countries and you can talk about going down there getting other women. No. You miss out. You're just tricking in another place. Just being honest with you. You're just tricking in another place. Plain and simple. You just a trick. You just change your locations to so she can get some dick. That's all you are. You're a trick. Or it may be seem easy, but she's still doing the same thing. You're tricking outside the country. Yep, this is Lawrence D. Adams. Yo, man, I am past my point. I need to go get something to eat. If you like this, put a 24 in the comments after the video. I will be back tomorrow. Thank you, everybody, for coming through. If you like this, let me, before I leave, let me know if you like me doing this early morning chop up Ask LDA. Let me know now before I go on. If you like this early morning chop up with LDA, let me know before I jump off. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat room you like this early morning. Is it good or bad? You don't like it? Whatever. I want honest, because I'm here for you. There's so much stuff I have. Like I even said, I don't even bring up my course. I don't even talk about all my books that I have. I don't talk about all my the music that I have. Everything. So I'm not just talking about game and getting women. I have so much more. Don't even go down spirit. We talk about spirituality, dude. I will run circles around many people. I mean circles. Don't let me talk about going into the next level. Don't let me talk about going into your situation where you at. There's so much more than just trying to pigeonhole me to just game and talking about women. You like the early morning? Okay, good. That's good. There's so much more. If you really tap into everything that's in here, oh my God. It's amazing. It's good. All right, Dre. All right, Ian. All right, Rashi. All right, y'all love it. Okay. All right, that's good to hear. Well, to all my friends, MICKEYMOUSE, I am about to be out. Put a 24 in the comments after the video. Talk to y'all soon. See you tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. More spiritual streams. Okay. More spirituality streams. Okay, I got you. See you tomorrow, 9 o'clock sharp Eastern Standard Time. Lawrence D. Adams, and I am. Y'all want the more spiritual stream? Okay. Tomorrow, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Chop up with Lawrence D. Adams. This is going to be the move. I'll talk to you guys soon. Much love. In the words